Hotline Miami is a game where you play as Jacket, Mr. Florida Man himself, on a drug-fueled murder spree through the neon-soaked streets of 1989 Miami. Your mission? Wipe out the Russian Mafia. Your motivation? Unknown. Your methods? Pure unfiltered carnage. This game doesn't just let you kill, it demands it. Fast, brutal, no hesitation. One wrong move and you're painting the walls with your own insides. And the soundtrack's so good, it makes mass murder look like a night at the club. So strap in, pop some horse tranquilizers, and prepare to question your sanity as we dive into the game that redefined indie ultraviolence. This is a faulty breakdown of Hotline Miami. The game starts with a homeless man giving us a half-assed lesson on quote-unquote firearm safety. He knows damn well we won't follow it. Cut to a horse, a chicken, and an owl man grilling us with cryptic questions. Do we remember who we are? No time to answer. It hard cuts to our house looking deceptively normal. The phone rings, we pick it up, and a distorted voice warns us to read the ingredients carefully. Before we can unpack that, an Amazon package from Mr. Bezos himself arrives. Inside, murder instructions. Naturally, we oblige them. We roll up to our destination in a 2019 Hyundai Elantra, because nothing says high-stakes assassination like a compact sedan. I go with Tony the Tiger the whole game because he's basically Saitama. The mission is simple. Kill everyone inside, grab the briefcase, dump it in the dumpster. A homeless guy takes issue with us being on his turf. We settle the argument by caving in his skull, immediately regret it, vomit, and leave. To cope, we hit the liquor store. This is where we meet Beard, a guy who will conveniently run multiple stores throughout the game. He just hands us free shit, no questions asked. What a guy. We head home and big surprise, another phone call. This time they need a babysitter. Good news. Disciplining children is my specialty. We pull up to the house, mask on, and handle business. Everyone's dead. B rank. Could have done better. Could have done worse. To celebrate, we hit up our buddy, who apparently works both at the convenience store and the pizza place. Man's got a hell of a work ethic. Free pizza secured. We head home where another call reminds us that discretion is important. Yeah, sure. I'll keep that in mind while wearing a tiger mask covered in the blood of my enemies. New day, new job, same murder. We pull up and head upstairs, ready to clean house, except I immediately get bodied. A few retries later, I wise up and start baiting enemies with door slams and gunfire like a true professional. Chapter completed. After that, we hit up the VHS store where Beard is once again waiting. This time, he acknowledges the absolute massacre we just committed, then casually hands us a movie like we didn't just ruin an entire building's property value. What a cool dude. Back home, another phone call. This one's from a quote-unquote dating service. They say to dress fancy. Lucky for them, I've got the perfect outfit. A bloodstained tiger mask. This level has one of my favorite tracks in the game. Perfect music for committing unspeakable acts. We tear through the place, gouge a guy's eye sockets out, and offer him up to the Chinese embassy in hopes they don't nuke us. You know, standard diplomatic strategy. In the back room, there's a woman. My instincts as a certified gamer and misogynist tell me to kill her on sight, but in a shocking twist, we actually save her. Character development? Maybe. We take her home and call it a day.
Part 2. Questions.
It's a circus act again. The chicken man's back, and he's got 3 questions for us. Do we like hurting other people? Who's leaving these messages on our phone? Where the fuck are we and why are we having this conversation? All excellent questions, none of which we'll get real answers to. Cut back to the house, our new hooker roommate is asleep on the couch and another voicemail is waiting for us. This time it's from Blake, who apparently wants us to do an electrician's job. Sure buddy. Let me grab my toolbox and my blood-soaked tiger mask. After accidentally taking a guy hostage, we clear the first floor with some good old-fashioned door cheese. Then we set up a bomb so loud it personally gifts us tinnitus. Thanks for that. With our ears ringing and the remaining enemies hiding like it's a game of prop hunt, we clean up the stragglers and wrap up the level. Back to Beard for some more free chips. At this point, I think he's just enabling us. Another voicemail. This time, it's pest control. Looks like we've got some invasive Russians to deal with. Oh boy, my favorite. Tonight's job? Crashing a party. We sweep through the first floor with 0 resistance, then clear the second floor just as fast. Honestly, this is starting to feel less like a massacre and more like home maintenance. With the job done, we grab more free pizza from Beard. Another voicemail, another job. Heading downstairs, we find a janitor who's just standing there. His dialogue prompt is literally blank. How ominous. Time to crash a dinner party where everyone is strapped like it's a Texas barbecue. This is also where I remember that enemies have infinite ammo for some reason. Seems fair. We clear the dining hall and take the elevator up, sneaking around until we spot yet another weird looking janitor. Probably nothing. We shoot the black guy taking a doo-doo, and then it's back to the VHS place to see Beard again. He once again recites our murders in extreme excruciating detail. Thanks, man. Really love the personal touch. Back home, we get a call from Harry. Apparently, we've got a quote-unquote problem to deal with. Now, buff black guys start to become a normal enemy, and heading to the second floor, we grab a katana to slice through guys like we're Raiden. Of course, though, it doesn't work on the people of color. Can I say that? I don't know. Should just keep that in the video. After slicing through the second floor like riding in a Metal Gear Rising cutscene, we head to the fourth floor. The phone rings. New target, new location. Time to hop in the Hyundai Elantra and hit the road. We arrive at the scene of a murder we didn't even commit. Enter Biker. He tells us we're dead meat. A few swings of a golf club later, I'd like to ask, who's dead meat now? After that, we grab a drink at the local bar and call it a night. Chicken Man is back with more cryptic nonsense and fortune cookie wisdom. Very helpful. Back home, another voicemail. Time to hit the club. We busted down sexual style on the dance floor. Heading downstairs, left side, guard dogs. Right side, more people who need to die. We take care of business and leave. Back at the convenience store, things take a turn. There's a dead guy on the floor and Beer drops a bombshell. None of this is actually happening. We break into the pink and blue tiled house and do what we do best. Murder dogs and Russians, of course. That'll be no Reddit gold for me. After wiping out the second floor, the cops show up, and for some reason we can't kill them. Guess we're drawing the line at law enforcement today. Ducking sniper fire like it's Call of Duty on veteran mode, we barely escape. At the pizza shop, things go from bad to worse. A Russian guy has killed Beard. No free pizza tonight. Sad face emoji. This level is hell. First, we get shot through the windows before we even know where the bullets are coming from. After dying a stupid amount of times, we make it to the second floor, where there are more Russians than I can count. Then we reach the square room. I hate this room. Windows on every side, and I mean everyone can see us. And dogs come in flying from off screen like heat-seeking missiles. Truly peak level design. Somehow we make it through. At the VHS store, things get worse. Beard is dead again, courtesy of another Russian. Back home, there's a black man in our house. Another level, another certified banger track to commit war crimes to. We storm the Russian HQ, and this time they're actually ready for us. But they didn't prepare for the power of the door keys. So the first floor is history. Up the elevator, we deal with enemies hiding behind glass. Then on the third floor, we open the door and immediately die. After finally clearing it, we head back downstairs, only to get absolutely obliterated by a 2019 Dodge Charger, set on fire, and finished off by a black guy. I will hear the sound in my nightmares. The dude throwing Molotovs surrenders, but we beat him within an inch of his life and set him on fire. At the bar, more Russians have taken over. Fantastic. We get home and surprise, the woman who we saved is dead. Then, men in masks invade our apartment, and our head explodes, revealing that all of this was just some twisted hospital dream sequence. Cue Metal Gear Solid. Now we're sneaking around like Solid Snake, but failing miserably at every turn. Patience is key. So after several failures, we finally manage to escape and head back to our apartment. But wait, our car has been vandalized. We go upstairs, throw on some clothes, and drive our busted up car to the police headquarters. Inside, we use a door to massacre a bunch of cops all at once. And after that, we head upstairs. This floor is a nightmare, with armed cops lurking around every corner. I was having such a good run, but then some guy clips to the wall and ends it all. There are metal detectors everywhere that make a lot of noise, but they don't actually do anything. Iconic game design. At the top, we finally meet the police chief of Miami, who looks like if J. Jonah Jameson and Fat Man had a baby. We clear the floor without dying, grab the cell door keys, and interrogate a Russian who knows next to nothing. So naturally, we choke him to death. With the confidential files in hand, we leave. The final level kicks off with two massive black dudes charging at me at full speed, and we shoot them down like it's nothing. Then we make our way to the Russian mob boss, and he's furious that we've killed all his men, but he's got a killer setup, 2 panthers, because every cool mob boss needs deadly pets. It just makes them more relatable. And a ninja babe who smokes me like a pack of Newports. After a few tries, we finally bash her head in and grab the knives to throw at the boss. He sees where this is headed, so last ditch effort to avoid the pain, he shoots himself in the head. The phone rings and it's some asshole complaining about the noise. We go to the back to investigate and find an old man who looks like Yoda. After killing him, I take a long drag from my cigarette, staring into the neon-lit void of Miami. The world's a mess, but hey, at least it's over. I toss the cigarette aside, and the screen fades to black. There's no more noise, no more bloodshed, just silence. But wait, you should have definitely checked it out by now. What are you doing? Sitting here watching this like it's the end. Nah, you've got one last thing to do. You've got to reload and drive back in for answers. The chaos is never truly over, and you know it. So get out there, pick a new mask, and show this messed up city what you're made of. This game's a wild ride, and if you didn't check it out yet, what's your excuse? This shit is classic. Go play it.
Fuck Aaron Hansen. Walkable city. Gay fanboy sex.